Okay, guys, I'm not going to make y'all get up and do any more squats, okay? We just going to, like, I'm not going to do it. We're going to take a break from doing squats because up next, we got the Berry Girls. Now, Berry Girl 1 had to go, but we got Berry Girl 2 in the building, okay? 2. So let me unmute her, hopefully. Okay, let's see. There we go.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Thank you so much for sharing your evening with me. Berry Girl 1 had to eat something because she wasn't feeling well because of all the exercise she does. So she needed to eat, had to do mommy duty. But I cannot tell you how amazing hearing those stories are. As you all know, I have type 1 diabetes. I got it 25 years ago. I was like 32 or something. And I have been on insulin ever since. I have an insulin pump, and I will always have it. Type 2 diabetes is the type that typically weight loss surgery can cure, but I have type 1. So let me just say, as I'm listening to you, I'm thinking about what my daughter went through, being bullied in school and just the struggles of obesity, and even being teased as an adult. We get bullied even as an adult about having weight loss surgery. And I know you guys do too. So I've been thinking about what to say to people when they bully you as an adult. And I say this to you, you say, are you going to take care of me when I can't take care of myself, when I have obesity related complications? Are you going to be there? Are you taking care of me? Are you going to wipe my butt? So shut up if you're not. It's between you and your doctor about your health. Nothing else matters, because right now, even post-COVID, the masses of people that died just because, some of them because they were just a little bit unhealthy, just a little bit. So you're taking control of your life so you can wipe your own butt, okay? That's what you say. So me and Berry Girl 1, we got started many years ago, and she started it, and then I also saw how successful she was. She is a beast, and it changed her life, so she wants to change other lives. That's why she does it. She's very passionate about it, as you see her more than me, because she does the front of the camera. I'm behind the scenes doing the work. So what we're trying to do is not be millionaires. We're trying to help other people because the need is there. And most people want to lose weight. They just don't know how. They don't know how, but they want to do better, whether you've had weight loss surgery or not. So I'm keeping mine short, but I just say to you, continue to watch those cooking videos. We literally have over 700 videos on there. So you've got to be able to find something to cook every day that's different and that's high in protein and that's delicious. And watch your portion control. The Berry Eats kit with the small utensils are really key, because that slows you down. You can only put so much on a plate or a spoon, fork or a spoon, and you watch your portions, okay? That's super important, because even I will have a tendency to be like, I want more. And then I was like, oh man, my brain hasn't talked to my stomach. So even at this point now, 9 years out, I have to like think every meal. You have to think every meal you put it as a challenge, because it is, right? It is. So I am thankful that you guys are supporting us. We haven't even been on TikTok for over a year. So the goal is to just keep growing and keep putting out great content that will help you, because you help us, because you remind us. love yourself enough to make a damn change, right? So anyway, thank you. And I am out.
Thank you so much for joining us. I just want to tell you guys, when I was so nervous to ask the Berry girls to join us, but you know, just watching them, they were also one of the first people who I ran into on TikTok when I started sharing my journey. And you know, they actually responded, and I talked to you, right? And I was so shocked. I was like so shocked. I'm like, oh my God, this is actually real, and like just the sweetest. So thank you so much for joining us so much. Somebody had a question though.
Okay.
Much about this. I don't know who can answer this. It said, what macros do you recommend post-op? I don't even know what the macros are, so I don't know.
I would need to try to grab a Berry Girl one because I'm not sure she's technical like that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I will have her research that and then she'll put it out on TikTok. How about that?
That's a good plan, because I can't answer that either. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm not that smart. So, you know.
She said, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much, Linda. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's give her a round of applause. Silent round of applause, you guys. Thank you.
All right. Well, take care, you guys.
I'll have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, you guys. All right. So I am not, because I don't want to like go too long with this. So we only got 2 more speakers. Okay. Because like I said, Leanda had to, she couldn't do it. So we have someone who just hit their 1 year. Like she just hit her 1 year. Like, and she told me today it went awesome. Like she's doing awesome and she's amazing. She actually created something for people after you have weight loss surgery. Some people lose their hair. I lost my hair. It fell off, so I cut it. And that was a hard decision for me. And I cut it. And then a couple of weeks later, I found Bariatric Hair and Skin Care after I cut my hair. So I was mad because I found her too late, but she created a product for bariatric people to help with their skin problems and their hair loss after she went through something. So I know y'all know who she is. Like she is like such a sweet person. So we got up next, it's JoJo. Let me see if I can find her, unless you can unmute yourself. Sorry. Oh, there she go. I found you.
Right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I got jitters. Like my hands are sweating. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for that introduction. Oh my God. Thank you so much for putting this together. I know this takes a lot of collaboration and effort. So thank you so much for even considering me. I'm forever humble and grateful. I don't know how to top Berry Girls, Tara. But yes, so Tara was talking about alcoholism. And I remember after bariatric surgery, around 5 months post-op, I started sipping a little bit too much. So I had to kind of slow back on that. So I'm glad that she was vulnerable enough to share that story. So thank you, Tara, if you're still on. And LaShandria, Gracefully Fit, she is the first person I saw on TikTok express, talk about their journey, and the first person to respond to any of my questions. And it just made me feel like, okay, I'm not alone, because it's different when you're following someone on TikTok and you're leaving comments and maybe they don't respond. But not only did she respond, she made a reply video, and I'm forever connected to her. And she gave me the confidence to kind of engage with more people and answer and ask questions. So thank you for that. And she mentioned so many things that's so relatable about losing friends. Like you guys, I mentioned, let me run it back. For y'all who do not know me, my name is Jovanna, AKA it's JoJo B. And I just reached my 12-month surgery birthday. And while I was going through bariatric surgery, I was also going through bariatric divorce. And I too lost a lot of friends. I had to change my personal relationships that I had with some family members, because I decided, like Gracefully Fit mentioned, to put myself first and to be selfish. And that's gonna go into my why. So I am a mother of 3. And so my story is a little different. So I grew up very athletic. I've always had an athletic body and fit. So it wasn't until around COVID and after my third child, I started gaining weight and just, you know, not taking care of myself and using food as an emotional outlet to cope with stuff that was going in my marriage. And so I know Berry Girls just hit on it. Adult bullying. I would never forget the day my ex-husband, I can say ex now because we're officially divorced. His best friend's like, do you eat to live or live to eat? So sometimes people, you know, I never experienced any bias of being overweight because I didn't grow up overweight until, you know, it wasn't until my 30s. So I realized people were like looking at me funny, like almost in disgust, like I wasn't capable of doing something. And that's an issue that we have as a country. They think just because you're overweight, you're not able to be a good mother, a good wife, a good dancer. But let me tell you something, okay? Big girl, look, they say, watch out for the big girls. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. And then I need to know who Tara's sponsor is. I just have to put that out there to see if they're taking any more sponsorees. But anyway, so Zamora, thank you so much. I know we're running low on time. I'm trying to keep up on my time, but it's such an honor to be here and share my story with you guys. I just left my doctor's office today. I mentioned this early on live. My doctor was asking me a couple of questions. I had mixed feelings about how the appointment went, but my blood work is good. My vitamin levels is great. But I was asked, how much do you eat? And I'm 12 months post-op VSG. I eat a lot. Okay, I don't want to say I eat as much as I used to eat prior to pre-op because I too would go to McDonald's, give me a double cheeseburger, add mac sauce, large fry with the McFlurry, dipping in the McFlurry. And if I was feeling a little saucy, I would get a chicken nuggets, then go home, make a full course dinner and eat 2 plates like I just finished eating McDonald's. So that's how I used to eat. And then have the Oreos, mix it with the ice cream and milk. Eating was my thing, okay? So I don't eat like that, but I do eat a lot. So I was asked, how much volume of food do I eat? And I don't keep track of that. And then I was also asked, how much protein do I intake? I don't keep track. I know I drink my Profi in the morning and I eat a lot of meat. So I was grossly unprepared for those questions. And then the audacity to ask me if I'm tracking my meals. I feel like adding my meals to a fitness tracker is another thing I have to do besides waist is cheering, because when you have more than one child, it's cheering. And I have a 13-year-old to 4-year-old. So I was like, I feel like that's too much and it doesn't serve my spiritual well-being. And so, and I'm just being honest, this happened all today. It's been an interesting day. So I say all that to say this. I was told that people who do track their meals never complain afterwards. So before bariatric surgery, I was going through my masculine phase. I was in survival mode. What made me get bariatric surgery was several reasons. I wasn't being the best mom I can be. I was a bitter mother to my children. I was in the bed, everything was a problem. I wasn't present. I didn't know who I was because I lost myself. My feet was hurting. I did liposuction right before bariatric surgery. Not only that I was botched, I gained the weight back. And so because I was botched and I just spiraled out of control. And so I realized I needed to make the change and do better for my kids. And so that came across, I realized I had to change my marital situation as well too. So I say all of that to say this. Hold on, where was I? Where did I go back. Look. Okay. All right. So anyway. What was I? Like, this is why y'all let me out. Okay. So anyway, so that's why my kids, and I'm just so happy now. But so I learned, so all of my focus in survival mode, I was living in my masculine energy. I was doing everything I needed to do to get approved for bariatric surgery. I did not plan to maintain after bariatric surgery. What was I going to do to maintain? Here I am, 12 months post-op. Now, how am I going to maintain this? I'm down 85 pounds. And so, now I'm focusing on maintaining. So, that's my story. And so let me tell you a little bit about bariatric hair and skin care. So 2 weeks post-op VSG, I started experiencing severe dry, itchy skin, like eczema. So prior to bariatric surgery, I could eat whatever I want, drink whatever I want, put whatever I want on my skin. I had no sensitivity. So after bariatric surgery, I'll get rashes on my neck and it will raise up and itch like eczema. And then, so I would go to the store, get my lotion, my Jergens. And that's when I found out I had a sensitivity. So I could rub lotion on my body, and the ingredients in those lotions, I can have an aftertaste. I can almost taste the ingredients. So if a product I use has a strong ingredient, I can taste it. So, and then I started losing my hair. I was edgeless. And so I went to the grocery store, CVS, Walmart, grabbed all these products, organic products, and my hair was falling out by the clumps. So I'm like, what is this? So I was forced to start reading ingredients. And so, like Tara say, watch out for your transfer addiction. So that immediately became my transfer addiction. I became obsessive over my hair and skin because I was going through post-op. I didn't want to be itchy. It was just like a thing to be itchy for me. It was driving me insane. And then my hair. So that opened up a whole different level of emotions I wasn't prepared for. Losing my hair and going through post-op and a divorce. It was a very difficult time for me. But thankfully, I did have a good support system to help me get through that time. And I will never forget, I was laying on my bed, I was sitting on my bed, and I said, okay, either I cut my hair or do something about it. So I quickly did something. I reached out to my family members and for consultation, and I created Bariatric Hair and Skin Care hair growth oil. It's 100% organic essential oils, hair growth oil, and the skin repair oil. After using the skin repair oil in one day, I saw results on my skin. It's like my body sucks up the natural ingredient. It loves it. That's why I call it skin repair essential oil, because it repairs. My skin loves it, thrives about it. I live, breathe, sleep it. My bedroom, my car, my table, my kids use it, works, and it's safe. And the hair growth oil, I started using 11 days. I started seeing results. So my best friend, shortly after I created the product, was diagnosed with alopecia. And so I was like, okay, well, let me make you a bottle and see if it works. And it worked. So I was like, okay, then my heart started doing like, uh-oh. And then she started telling her workers about it. And I started making bottles for everybody. So it just blossomed to something just huge. And so I was just really proud of it. Every single ingredient we use is legible, it's understandable, you can pronounce it. And so I'm letting you ladies and bros know, when you're buying these products, just read the labels, especially when they say they're organic. Because if it's organic, the ingredients should not say sulfate, should not have formaldehyde in it. And these toxic ingredients can cause hair loss, the very thing they claim that they're protecting against. There are many companies out there right now currently going through litigation because their product has caused hair loss. So, I'm proud of this progress I've made. We are available at www.bariatrichairandskincare.com. If y'all have any questions, I'm on TikTok. It's JoJo B, and Instagram. Please, reach out to me. I'm here to answer any of your questions, bariatric related or whatever. It's been a long journey for me. I just posted a video about my surgery of what has happened to me in the past 12 months. Yes, I've, had bariatric surgery, but I gained a lot. I've gained a huge Bari family. Y'all are so supportive. Y'all know I'm goofy and I'm, extra and silly, but like genuinely, thank you guys so much for always encouraging me to, post the videos and just giving me so much love. Like, I did not think any of this was going to happen. I was just posting my weight loss, my me on a scale, and I'm like, wow, like I'm actually inspiring people. And then, creating a product to help, because knowing that I'm not the only one going through hair loss, bariatric hair loss. So thank you guys so much for just being a part of my Bari family. Like, you lose weight, but you gain confidence. And there's so many things I can hit on. But, and I know they've talked about it earlier, it's your journey. Don't care about what nobody else has to say. Check my time. Don't, it's your journey and it's what you want to do, and, they can give you their feedback, even on TikTok, sometimes people will give you their feedback, but it's your journey and what you want to get done with your journey. And I think, so I'm going to stop right here real quick. If y'all have any questions for me, I don't want to hold y'all too long. Let me know.
I actually have a question. So, is your background in like science or something? Like, how did you know to put the oils or whatever? How did you know to do that? Like, I don't know.
Yes, absolutely. Great question. So my aunt, she is like the organic yoga essential oil guru. So that's one of the people I consulted. And she's like, okay, well, Jovanna, because I'm crying and I'm like, oh my God. She's like, we'll try this out, see if it works. So her and I collaborated. And then my co-owner, do you want to come on in? Do you want to say hi?
You got a co-owner? Come on, say hi.
Don't for the people ask you to come on.
Come on.
The people asking, see, they're asking. So she is she is a registered nurse, and she is my co-owner, co-conspirator, and I do work in the clinical field. And I wish I could tell you exactly what I do, but I cannot. But I do work in a clinical education. I work with providers, and so I'm constantly learning things in my family. I have doctors and stuff in my family, so that's what how I came up with this product. And like I said, I started reading ingredients, and my skin will let me know. So everything I would sell has to go through the test through me first, who's super sensitive, and before I even do anything else. So that's how I came up. That's a great question.
I think it just like, when I found you, I thought it was just like so amazing. Like, you just didn't resort to doing what I did, which was chop my hair off, because my hair was in the middle of my back. And I'm just like, oh, well, it's either cry over it or just accept, my sister keeps telling me, accept the new. I'm like, shut up, but she said, accept the new. So I had two choices, either cry over it or accept it. And I chose to accept it, and I chopped it off. And then I found you, and then I was mad all over again. But But I just think it's amazing that you I don't think that's a horrible transfer addiction, like how you were saying, like, to try and figure out like what exactly your body needs right now. So, and you did it, and I must commend you. I absolutely love, you are just amazing. I just like you. I don't know, you have a good vibe. You're, and I know you've been through a lot in the last year, probably stuff you ain't even telling everybody, because you don't tell everybody everything, right? But but you're just really amazing, and the fact that you, out of everything that's going on, you still decided to create something. I think that's just, dope. You and your invisible partner, okay? Like,
and then you and I both had the 3 kiddos, the 3 amigos, the children. Lord have mercy.
The young children, yeah. So we understand each other. Thank you so much, JoJo. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to make sure. I had to chop mine off too, but now I have. Oh, okay. Oh, somebody said they had to chop their hair off too, but they're going to try your products. Yes, I put your website in the chat. You guys go check it out. She's amazing. And she talks about her stuff all the time. So, try it. I have to try it too. Because I just don't have any hair. That's how I feel. I have no hair. So I have no hair. It's just gone. But thank you so much, JoJo. I really appreciate you so much for doing this.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. This is freaking awesome. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you.
Gotta do it again.
Yes, for sure.